Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from Group 3 Cost Management course. We will present a video about production planning regarding ERP software. Before that, let me introduce my group member. For the first, my name is Muhammad Huda Pratama, and my student number is 19/10/11/2004. Next.
Hello everyone, my name is Anggia Syari. My student number is 19/10/11/2012. Next.
My name is Alianur Afifa. My student number is 19/10/11/2016. Next.
Hello, my name is Rahmat Taufik. My student number is 19/10/11/2018.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Sofian. My student number is 19/10/11/2022. Next.
My name is Muhammad Rafli Gatami. My student number is 19/10/11/2029.
For the first, let me tell you about the video that we are discuss.
Meet Mr. Sharma, a businessman. In the beginning, production processes were limited. He is able to manage his production and make timely deliveries. Because of this, his clients are happy and satisfied. But as time passes, his business expands. He has installed more machines, and his production has increased. As the production increases, he is no longer able to manage his production. Orders are not delivered on time, and his clients become unhappy and unsatisfied. Now that his business has declined drastically, he seems frustrated and angry. The problems faced by him are low productivity, mismanagement, unhappy clients, unorganized work, delayed production, wastage of time, wastage of resources. One day when he was thinking about all his problems, his friend visits him. The problems he is facing due to the increased production. His friend explains how he manages his business using Scale ERP product. Scale is a cloud-based software that adds value to your business in various ways by streamlining the various processes. Then, his friend asks him to accompany to his production unit. There he points out how he is able to handle his production planning using ERP cloud-based software. He is able to manage large number of machines with the help of Scale's production planning software. It is divided into 7 sections, and each section has a specific function. How to get started. It includes the building blocks for the production to get started. What to produce. You can produce either to maintain stock or fulfill customers' orders. Where to produce. This section specifies each machine assigned to a particular production process that is required to produce a finished good. How to produce. You should have knowledge about the machines and activities that convert the raw materials into finished products. When to produce. For production to run smoothly, need to plan the activities that are involved. Create schedules that indicate which material is to be used to produce which product. Who produce what. Every employee is associated with a particular machine. They confirm orders that have been processed. Also can decide the rate at which you want to pay the employee. What's the outcome? This section will cover the final reports that you have created till now pertaining to materials and activities involved in the production. So, Scale helps Mr. Sharma's friend in proper planning, high productivity, timely deliveries, happy clients, proper management. The man is very happy to learn about the new software. All his problems have been resolved. He is happy now that everything is sorted and organized, using Scale ERP production planning software.
From the video, we know that Mr. Sharma is a businessman. In the beginning, production process were limited. He is able to manage his production and make timely deliveries. Because of this, his clients are happy and satisfied. But as time passes, his business expands. He has installed more machines and his production has increased. As the production increased, he is no longer able to manage his production order, not deliver on time, and his client become unhappy and unsatisfied. And now that his business has declined drastically. At the time, production had experienced a large increase, but on the other hand, there was a high price to pay. Mr. Sharma couldn't manage his production properly, and there were many delays, errors in management, all of which have an impact on the satisfaction of their client, who become disappointed with the current performance, and the company has a drastic decline. Next.
Next, one day when he was thinking about all his problems, his friend visited him to help with a problem he was having to increase production. His friend explained how he managed his business using ERP product scale. Scalable ERP products are cloud-based software that add value to your business in various ways by streamlining various processes. Here is an explanation of his friend's business ERP. The first one, ERP cloud-based software, he is able to manage a large number of machines with the help of production planning software. That the scale is divided into 7 parts and each part has a specific function. The second is how to produce. You need to have knowledge one of the machine and activities that convert raw materials and to finish the product when to produce for the production. To run smoothly, need to plan the activities involved, create a schedule that show which material will be used to produce which products produced. The last is ERP. ERP can also decide the rate at which you want to pay employees. Next.
Generally, enterprise resource planning or ERP is a modular software system designed to integrate the main functional areas of a company's business processes into one unified system. ERP standardizes, simplifies, and integrates business processes such as finance, human resource, procurement, distribution, and other departments. In 1990, Gartner created the term ERP to describe the evolution of material requirements planning or MRP and manufacturing research planning or MRP2 as their function extended from manufacturing to other parts of the company, typically finance and HR. The ERP system developed rapidly in the 1990s in response to the Y2K events and the introduction of Euro. Most companies need a way to increase efficiency in their business, and ERP provides a cost-effective way to replace legacy systems with standard package that can simplify complex business processes. Next.
Next is ERP level. ERP systems are usually categorized in tiers based on the size and complexity of the company they serve. Here are some typical ERP tiers. First, ERP Tier 1. This ERP supports large global enterprises and handles all internationalization issues, including currency, language, alphabet, postal code, accounting rules, and any more. Next is ERP Government Tier 1. This ERP supports large, mostly federal government agencies. ERP vendors at this level support accounting, HR, and procurement in government. Next is ERP Tier 2. ERP Government Tier 2. This ERP focus more on state and local government with some federal installation. Next, ERP Tier 3. This ERP support medium-sized company, must handle multiple language and currencies but only one alphabet. And the last is ERP Tier 4. This ERP is designed for small business, focus on accounting, and often not considered a complete ERP system by IT professional. Next.
ERP advantage and benefits. For the first, to integrate financial information without an integrated system, each department, such as finance, sales, and so on, must rely on a spread system. This requires companies to incur different costs for each system. Employees should also spend time reconciling financial data rather than thinking about ways to improve the company. Second, to manage order and inventory with an ERP system, companies can manage order, production, inventory, and distribution. Because the entire process is managed through a single system, delays can be avoided, inventory is always in sufficient level, and customer demands are always well met. And the third, to manage and analyze customer. Most ERP systems provide a CRM module to track all customer interaction and provide information regarding orders, deliveries, returns, service requests, and more. Next.
ERP implementation. Currently, there are three types of ERP development implemented by many companies, namely on-premise or conventional, cloud, and hybrid. The first, on-premise ERP. On-premise ERP implementation require companies to have their own server-like hardware, which require more maintenance and cost. This is why conventional ERP is more widely used by large-scale companies. The second, cloud ERP. Cloud-based ERP doesn't require companies to have the infrastructure needed to store their data, because if everything is stored in the cloud, this ERP implementation requires less cost, time, and effort compared to traditional ERP, so that is more widely used by small and medium enterprises. The third, hybrid ERP. Hybrid ERP allow companies to run their ERP software under their own control using a server, while storing some of the data in the cloud. Next.
For the closing statement is to handle large production quantities, we can actually use an operating system called ERP, because according to the video, ERP can manage many machines with the help of software, which is commonly called waiting production planning, because it has many benefits and makes work easier. Thanks for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.